to move forward.
Ooh.
Strong start from G2 Chicago, passing down to JNaps, taking the shot to the far corner and slicing it up. The defense not able to reach.
And this is what Corelli was literally just talking about. You've got to intercept the midfield passing from G2. They are too consistent and precise with...
All now looking for defenders. Krasix to the outside. There's Drees into a corner. One more touch. No. Oh, gets a pass to JNaps and slots it to the top corner. 2-0 G2.
Oh, my goodness. And at first, I thought this was going to be a mistake out of Drees. He didn't get the double tap. He was looking for the read to hit it again, and Toasty actually respected that. Toasty waited and was more patient up to get the transition, but maybe a pass off the backboard could lead to something. Drees is there and in position. It looks so dangerous. Maybe that one finally hits the back of the net. Oxygen strike.
They finally get the passing game going strong enough to get it away from the defenders here. Well, JNaps actually is the one who puts it into the midfield there. Krasix was putting the pressure on him. And LJ's... Oh, nearly gets it across. LJ gets a stop. Now back out to Toasty. Can he connect with Krasix in the midfield? Looking for the shot. Well passed, but the shot was too dead center, too low. JNaps will find the block, and G2 take game one.
And you see the foundation that this Oxygen roster has. I mean, it looks great. Only won, by 1 goal. And that's from G2, who beat Oxygen 3-1 in the Swiss stage. So they definitely have what it takes, Punk, to keep it close. And maybe a good start here could result in something different than the last game.
Kickoff goal's gonna work out in their favor. Nice stop from Krasix, and LJ somehow dodging around his teammate there to beats him to the ball. And now Drees up onto the backboard and trying to tap it in. Oh, the follow from Chicago. There's the follow from JNaps. Barely sneaks it under the crossbar to tie the game.
Oh, and this is just huge shout out to Drees here, doing a lot of work off the backboard. That bounce initially, it went down. I don't know how Drees got the read, but then you notice every entire game, Oxygen just have to hold up.
JNaps off of his backboard. A tie game here across halftime as Drees takes a shot for the midfield. It's in on the counterattack from their own half. G2's in back in the lead.
And it's a quick 1-2 passing play. JNaps over to Chicago. Chicago back into the midfield for Drees, who is lurking, waiting.
Left. JNaps to the sky. LJ past 1 up against Chicago. Past 2 now towards the box and pinches it off the ground and in for goal number 3.
And we've had a lot of ground pinches today. I'm thinking back to that Garrett G pinch that we saw earlier. Here comes Chicago to give a taste of his own. And look at that, Chicago off the you might not have the control or be as efficient with the boost, but hold on a second. Krasix, the save from Drees. That could have been something. Maybe a start, another shot. It finally goes in, and the G2 defense has been broken.
Man, the shot was so fast. Drees has to jump up and make this save, and he's not able to hold on to control at all. And then Chicago, who's rotating back, he's just... Krasix thought that his teammate is lost, but no, 4 seconds left. Can they get it? Chicago down into the ground. G2 takes game 2.
That was such an awkward last 10 seconds. I was trying to break it all down. I didn't really know what I was... You've got to mix it up. You need more creativity. You need some mechanics. And there's got to be something a little bit extra besides that typical routine play off the backboard. And that's going to be the first goal, of course. And it's none other than JNaps, who's been cleaning up all of these goals.
Yeah, but look at the setup here from Chicago. Getting the touch, getting the bump on Krasix, getting in between the defender and the ball there to get the pass out. And JNaps, the thing that JNaps has been over 2, he gets bumped off the ball. He's going to try and fall on it. Toasty will get away, but JNaps is there onto the backboard. Everybody in Oxygen stranded with no boost in Chicago. Taps it off the ground and back in. In the first minute, we've already had 2 G2 goals.
I feel for Krasix. First of all, Krasix is coming down from the ceiling. I don't even know how he got there. I don't know why he's there, but he...
I liked the idea from LJ. Toasty took a pretty simple shot, and he looked to redirect it to the other post.
Oh, JNaps?
Ooh, what? Barely missed, but Chicago's here to clean it up. 3 goals now. G2 firmly in control with all momentum in this series.
It's an illusion. J2, they're stuck on defense, right? And you're thinking maybe this is going to be something for Oxygen, but no, they get 1. We see you, G2. We see you.
We see you. G2 popping on. They got to win one more after this one. Oh my goodness. Oh, here's the follow-up. Oh, yeah, poor LJ. Just stranded on the goal line, has to react, and JNaps is not going to miss.
I mean, this is just painful to watch as we see Chicago not only take the corner boost, but then drive across the net and get the demo. Corners that could play into some play. I mean, it could lead to some kind of strategy here. It's difficult to say against G2. You've got Oxygen, who are just stuck on their own half. And when G2 is rotating so fast, if you can take away the midfield boost, then there's a potential
moment, an opening, and the crossbar. It just bounces straight down and gives the second man time to get there.
Oh,
no, but LJ, okay, manages to get it through the defense. And hey, Oxygen back on top.
LJ's been running the offense basically by himself. The first attempt that we saw off the crossbar was just LJ, and then he goes for this flip reset fake where he's the third man, but here comes Oxygen.
Oh, past the back line. Drees is going to try to extend this one past Toasty, but couldn't get enough speed on it. Here's Chicago. Shoots back post. Krasix has the backflip at the last moment, and Drees ties the game.
I want to see if this was a steal from Drees. I didn't really get a good angle. Was this one just going to fall in regardless? I mean, Drees was going for the bump.
Oh.
And that one did look like it was going to slip in potentially.
Front line from G2 got bumped. Toasty under one. Oh, missing two. Toasty on an open net. It goes in. 21 seconds left. Oxygen's on top.
Look at LJ. He doesn't even hesitate going into that challenge. What is that? That is ridiculous, actually. When you look at it, 2 players from G2.
Back down to Drees, blocked by LJ.
Everybody's
out
there.
Of the corner, past all
that's
the players.
it, that's
LJ
it.
will put in some security. It won't make it there. It doesn't matter. Oxygen takes game 4.
We've got a series on our hands, Wavepunk. There could be a potential.
High just hanging in the air. The rest of G2's falling back.
Oh, and the demo. That's
now
it.
through one and demolition. Oh no! Krasix and Toasty bump into each other. Oh, but LJ puts the shot on, and they recover from their own bump to bump the goalie.
LJ is the savior from this disaster. Look at that. I don't think we've ever seen that. It was a team bump that ruined the free goal.
That would have been horrible. But I'm actually kind of amazed that Chicago got a wheel on it. Oh, but the infield pass on the other side. A nice counterattack. Drees puts it in to tie the game.
And this is right off the kickoff. There's 2 players a little bit too aggressive, and Krasix. If you notice 2 of your players send themselves forward, you've got to be more patient. He decides to go for an early challenge, but we've seen that change here. They're moving the ball, into the corner, and then they'll opt for the midfield pass, which is something that we do see a lot out of G2. And speaking of G2, here they come. I believe this was planned. Drees, the fake in the air, and then you set up Chicago.
I bought the fake. I was like, oh, and then the moment Drees missed, I was like, oh, it's over. I was on Chicago's camera at the time and didn't even realize,
Crazy, because there were 2 players from Oxygen lined up, ready to go for the challenge. But if Drees gets a touch there, which he looks like he is, there's no point in going. But here comes Toasty off the kickoff.
Look at the smoothness from Toasty here. Picking up control.
What?
Oh, nails it. Bam. Takes the shot. JNAPS can't get there. And so well placed, out of the reach of anybody. Tie game again.
And that was also off of a fake from LJ. LJ, as soon as that kickoff happened, LJ went in for the read off the sidewall. I don't know if it was planned again, like that G2. What is going on? You can't be serious. How is this going in?
Dear teams, we're trying to analyze the gameplay, but you're giving us too much gameplay at the same time. Kickoff goal here from Chicago. Toasty out for
what on earth? I'm still trying to break down like the LJ fake.
LJ, Krasix in the backfield has to get a perfect touch. Up to LJ trying, but Drees shuts it down. Back into the corner. Toasty gonna try to keep it up. It's gotta stay in the air, off the backboard, into empty space, and G2 take it in 5.
It was looking a little bit shaky.